Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to talk some PC game news and updates. Major game dropped yesterday, a little game known as Redfall, and yeah, you guys have probably heard the news. It's absolutely trash. By all accounts, I'm not even going to waste the time in downloading it and playing it. Based on what I've seen on social media, this game is seemingly an abomination and really disappointing, given that it is coming from Arcane. We'll talk about that just briefly. Steam reception is also pretty down, and I just want to talk about, people charging $70 for that game and why I think the game being on Game Pass isn't an excuse, and the fact that Game Pass exists, it's a great service, but it can open the door for stuff like this to happen on a more regular basis. Next, there's also a brand new open world MMORPG that will be coming to PC. Brand new trailer in Chrono Odyssey, we'll talk that. And the latest League of Legends story title will be coming May 23rd. This one looks fantastic, centered around Echo. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But yes, it's not a surprise to many people. Redfall is seemingly trash. It's getting very poor reviews, mostly negative reception across Steam, 1,000 reviews. I remember when the Redfall trailer first came out, and it was literally just a cinematic trailer. I was literally of the mindset that I think this game is going to be incredibly disappointing. I even had it in the back of my head, just seeing the cinematic trailer, given how much of a stark shift it was from Arcane's other projects. I was just like, this game has all the makings to be really bad, and then it saw a significant delay, and then we saw gameplay, and I'm like, yo, bro, this is like a foregone conclusion that this game is going to be bad. And the fact is, how you can release a game at $70 like this, because there's performance issues with this game, but that is not even like the major problem with this game as far as that. Performance issues definitely exist, but the game has an uneventful world. It has really bad AI. If you see some of these social media clips, it's just an absolute train wreck. And the argument can be made, well, I just can play it through Game Pass. You know, Game Pass is gonna offer me Redfall. That's great and all, and I get it. Game Pass is such a great service, especially, you know, games like Plague Tale, games like Wolong Fallen Dynasty, and titles like that showing up on Game Pass, Atomic Heart, that's great, but when first-party releases are this bad, and, Microsoft doesn't have a lot of first-party releases, big-budget first-party releases. I get that they had a Hi-Fi Rush earlier this year, and that game turned out to be really good, but that was a smaller-scale game. Redfall was a game that people were looking forward to for damn near 2 years now, and, it launches at Game Pass. It's an abomination of a game by all accounts. It's $70 as well, so if you paid $70 for it on Steam, you got absolutely suckered. And the issue with Game Pass is, yes, you're paying $10 a month, but this can be a gateway for developers and publishers to be like, well, it doesn't matter that this game is trash, it's just going right on Game Pass, and the suckers that want to pay $70 can pay $70, but most people are going to play it through Game Pass. So it can create that situation where developers can put out unfinished products by the behest of the publisher, just because in the back of their head they're thinking, hey, the investment from the consumer isn't that much, it's just going to go on Game Pass. And then you can literally get to a point where you're not invested as much in creating these compelling experiences, because the expectation isn't anymore that the consumer has to pay $60, $70 for those games. It's a catch-22 where, yes, it's great that you're getting these games for $10 a month, and more often than not, Game Pass is very, very good and offers you great value, but you don't want to see a lot of these Redfall situations. You know damn well you don't want to see Starfield now be a train wreck, because Redfall was a game that was hotly anticipated. And actually, Redfall and Starfield got delayed at the same time. Starfield got another delay on top of its initial delay. But when you're talking about these Bethesda titles being delayed, that's definitely a cause for concern. And if you're talking about Redfall and potentially Starfield becoming disappointing titles, that's going to be a huge problem. Starfield absolutely cannot be bad. And, in the case of Redfall, I think it was just, like, fundamentally, this game was never going to be good. Yes, you could have done things to improve the polish and the AI and whatnot, but this isn't what people want out of Arcane. People want titles like Prey, people want titles like Dishonored, even a Deathloop. Games like that are what people are going to be gravitated towards. Redfall, on the other hand, that's really not what people want out of Arcane, but nevertheless, hopefully their next title is going to be much, much better, because this one, just a shame to see the status of it, but nonetheless, these things do happen. You know, you've had other major developers put out stinkers, and hopefully this is just one stinker and they can course correct for their next project. Alright, moving on from that, MMORPG Chrono Odyssey has gotten a gameplay reveal trailer. Now, this is an MMORPG, an open world one at that has been in development for a little bit. Obviously, the takeaway with this game is, from a technical standpoint, it looks absolutely incredible. You know, pack a lunch, because I don't think your PC, the faint of heart PCs, are not going to be able to run this. Like, you're talking about some gargantuan boss battles and large-scale battles at that, with tons and tons of players, so keep that in mind as well. This has been announced for quite a while, and thankfully we finally got a new update to it as well. Chrono Odyssey technical director Ken Kang noted, "We firmly believe MMORPGs serve as gateways to unforgettable experiences and cherished memories formed through shared adventures and challenges. The trailer showcases the game's a living and ever-changing world, innovative gameplay mechanics, and one of those elements is the fact that you do rewind time, and time bending is a big element of the game. And it's set in this gorgeous open world. So hopefully the game turns out pretty well. An ambitious MMORPG. With MMORPGs, especially ones of this scale, I'm always a little bit skeptical. You gotta be skeptical when games are this ambitious. And hopefully performance is good, because ain't nobody trying to play a 22 FPS MMORPG. Lastly, I do want to note, the latest title in the League of Legends story line of games, Convergence, a League of Legends story, will be dropping on May 23rd. For a lot of people, I believe that this is going to be their most anticipated title out of the League of Legends story title. Not only because, first of all, Echo is an incredibly popular character within League, but this is a style of game that I think everyone can be super into. It's got incredibly stylish presentation, a classic 2D platformer that seems to utilize the time abilities of Echo as well. Another time-based game, but it notes, play as Echo and realize the full potential of one of League's fan-favorite champions. Discover different environments with parkour-style traversal while you level up a variety of combat and time abilities to defeat a wide range of enemies in Zon. Developed by Double Stallion Games, Convergence is a 2D action platform with an incredible art style that focuses on tight, dynamic combat and unique exploration opportunities afforded by Echo's ability to travel in space and time. You know, these League story games have been pretty good. I'm not going to say they've been blowaway, but I really enjoyed Ruined King. I thought that was a well-made RPG, and I know that that development studio also did Battle Chasers Night War, and that game turned out really well. And then Mage Seeker, excuse me, that game is seemingly pretty good as well. That's one that's in my backlog, and I definitely expect to play. Silence is one of those characters that was, you know, kind of after my time of playing League, but still a character that I dig from his style and whatnot. But this Convergence game, this is going to be a day one pickup for me, because from a platforming standpoint, I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm interested to see what they price it at. The other titles have been $29.99. I could see this being $29.99 as well, but excited for this one. I think this one can turn out to be really good, and again, really consistent as far as the League of Legends story game. Nothing amazing, but they have been fairly good, and hopefully they can build upon them and continue to release more compelling titles, and this is a really cool one that is dropping in just a couple weeks on May 23rd, so be on the lookout for that. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts. Let me know if you've played Redfall. The game is seemingly trash, so, you know, I wouldn't waste too much time. I wouldn't waste a significant install, because I think it is like 70, 80 gigabytes, so why go through that trouble? Chrono Odyssey gets a brand new gameplay trailer, and Convergence, a League of Legends story, will be dropping on May 23rd. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.